So, as you can see, we have passed phase one. See, it's the little gains that adds up to make a big difference. And what I'm going to do in this video is basically, one, I'm going to show you my trading week. It was started good, then ended kind of badly. And yeah, just basically go through the process and break down all my trades that you see me take live on this YouTube channel for the last 9 weeks, basically 8 and a smidge. But we'll call it 9 weeks because technically this is week 9 of this video series I've been doing. And you can see how, yes, sometimes my weeks are pretty rubbish. I only make maybe 1% in a week, or sometimes I'm maybe only making 0.7% in a week, or sometimes I'm losing 0.8 in a week, right? All these little trades add up to make a big difference, right? And obviously, as you can see, this is 10% over 9 weeks. So I'm roughly averaging slightly above 1% a week. And I'm completely happy with that. That's perfect for me. Don't forget, guys, yes, this experiment is on a 10k, but it's easily replicable on a 100k. And it is easily done on a 200k. It's just the mind thing. But what I'm trying to show to you and show to everyone on this video as I'm about to break this down is start off with the babies. You don't need to go into the big accounts yet, especially if you're not consistent. Like, make sure you're consistent before you start to pay for any challenges. And when you are consistent, then pay for the baby ones to pay for the most expensive ones. If you can't pass 100k, you ain't going to pass a 10k. And if you can't pass a 10k, don't even bother. Go for the free trial, because if you can't pass a free trial, stop buying challenges. It's just a waste of money. I know you guys want to speed up the process, but honestly, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I know that's some sort of Navy SEAL saying, and I've stolen it, but it's kind of true. Alright, take the baby routes, man. Let's take it easy. But yeah, let's just break down my last 9 weeks of trading. And yeah, let's kick things off. Alright, so I've just got in this trade. It is Tuesday morning. I'm in the sell on gold. And my voice is kind of back. I'm starting to feel human again, guys. If you remember from last week, I sounded like deaf. I probably still sound a little bit like I've got a little bit of deaf in me. But no, I feel kind of human again, which is nice. It's a nice feeling to not feel like absolute ass. But yeah, so I've got in this trade in gold. Yeah, everything's super bearish. Yesterday was super bearish. It was annoying as well because I don't trade Mondays, but all my rules met yesterday, and I took the trade and it won. But I didn't actually take the trade, I just did the markup. So let me just scroll over to yesterday, and if it's still there, that'd be funny to show you. Here you go. Here you go. So yeah, all my rules met yesterday during London Open. And I was like, I'm not going to take the trade purely because, hey, it's Monday. Let's not break the rules now. And it won beautifully in about 15 minutes. And I was like, oh, great. Okay, hopefully I get it set up tomorrow. So this setup happened roughly at 12 o'clock. It's now just gone 10 o'clock in the morning. So we'll just see what happens with this. I'll keep you updated, but hopefully it plays out. And yeah, I'm just happy to be functioning again, to be honest, guys. Being ill sucks. Okay, so price is going well. I've just moved stop loss to break even, just to obviously cover my ass and not take any unnecessary risks. So let me just put the coordinates in here a sec so you can see it. Put an alarm down here if price takes me out for a full TP, which would be awesome. And again, as I say, I'm a one and done. I don't go back in. So if this wins, great. You know, if it stops me out break even, I'm done. You know, it's one of the things. It does look like it is going to push to the downside, which would be great. It has happened before, hasn't it? Let's be honest, where price has come really close and then gone and come all the way back. But if I just zoom out a sec, right? If you just look at the 1 hour time frame, if the alarm goes off, then great, because that means we've hit TP. But you can see how price is just correcting this huge bull run. Again, doesn't have to. But if you just draw the fibs from here to here. All right, cool. We've hit TP. Let me just go back to what I was just showing you. Right? So we hit TP, wicked, 1.5% for today. I am done. But look, this is where I'm thinking price is going to retrace to. It's got to, right? Well, it hasn't got to, but it's just, again, what we're doing with probability trading, right? What's the probabilities of price selling off from where it is now? Quite high. So go back to the 1 minute time frame. We've hit TP. And I think I got a little bit more slippage, so maybe that's 1.6 rather than 1.5. It was 1.6. Awesome. Lovely jubbly. All right, that's me done. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm in this trading gold. It is Wednesday morning.
You're probably wondering why the trade looks like that, and that's because I only need that little bit to get through phase one, so that's what I'm going to go for. It's literally less than 0.5%. So it's one of those trades where it's like it's not the best setup. So this could bite me in the ass, and I will have to go for more than 0.5%. If that's the case, then that is the case. There's nothing I can do about it. However, the rules are in line. It's just a little bit ugly. But again, the probabilities of price continuing to fall a little bit more are still in my favor. Um, and I'm still giving myself that room to adjust, making sure that I'm not just trying to force anything. It's definitely within the parameters of my trading rules. So it's one of those things. It's probably going to be more emotional than most trades, just because it is the end of phase one. If it does hit, and obviously if it doesn't, then it pushes me further away from phase one. So yeah, it's one of those. I'm just going to keep you updated. Hopefully it plays out. It's only got a smidge to go. So we'll see. You get to see it. You've seen my whole phase one on YouTube so far, so you might as well see all of it, right? So yeah, let's just see what happens next. Well, there you go. I was waiting for a break of structure, and it just went kaboom to the downside. So yeah, there you go. Phase one done. Let's just go to the Ftmo. Maybe refresh it just to prove the point. There you go. Fit it. Passed, 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 passed.
Yeah, I just want to let that sink into you guys. Like, that's not me risking massive amounts. You've seen all the trades I've done for phase one. All of them were risking just 1% per trade. Nothing more, nothing less. Keeping it simple. You see, most of my days I don't make over 1%. Most of my days are like 0.9, 0.7, 0.1, 0.2, negative 0.6. Like, none of these days are outrageous. None of these days are just like bang in your face. Like, look, this is insane results. Like, my best days are going to be like 1.5% or 1.6% with a bit of cheeky slippage. But it's nothing in your face, but over 9 weeks, averaging just over 1% a week, making 10% overall. You do that on a 400k account, you've made $40,000. Out of $40,000, you make $32,000. Out of $32,000, you keep 25 and almost £26,000 just by doing little chunks. But what you're going to see now is you're going to see Ftmo's analysis of me and seeing if I'm profitable or not, or dangerous, or have a good future with them. So it's going to be interesting. Get your pencils out. It's quite intense. If you don't like it, skip it.
So let's just read this out. During the Ftmo challenge trading period, you've traded 39 trading days. And so the objective for a minimum of 4 trading days was met, obviously. In total, you opened 85 positions. On average, you traded 2.2 times a day. So I think that's because of partials. I think that's where some of these results are going to be skewed because of partials. And that's like I threw in there. Partials were very beneficial. So really, the end result that I want to have data on is probably going to be the last 2 weeks when I stop doing partials. But yeah, so we'll probably get more data on that on phase two, if I'm honest. But yeah, so just be aware that obviously it's going to say average wins going to be really low and average loss is going to be low, but that's purely because of the partials. Because obviously, if I'm going for a 1 to 3 and I'm partialing at 1 to 1.5, then my win on that trade is going to be 0.75, isn't it? So if I'm doing that quite often, then my average win is going to be that. Plus, my average loss is going to be 0.6, I think it is, if I remember off the top of my head. But let's just read through this and just go with it, because I feel like it's going to be very beneficial for everyone. Here's your success rate is 55%. Happy with that. Your room rate is a positive RR with a value of 1 to 1.2. It is important to mention that your trading results have a positive RR, which in most cases is a sign of a successful and disciplined trader. Hey, easy now. The average profitable trade was $77 and the average losing trade was $69. Again, as I say, if I'm partialing out half of a 1 to 3, then it's going to be around that 0.75% win. That's probably why I've got that result rather than it being a 1.5% as an average win. But hey, we'll get that data eventually. Um, The ratio between maximum was reach profit, max profit was 214. That's when I went for 1 to 2s with no partialing. And the max loss was 1 to 1 to 1.3. So yeah, overall, signals a positive ratio and total profit of just over $1,000, so over my 10% target, which is fantastic. But yeah, if you have a look at the curve is actually really good. I'm really happy with it. It's healthy. Yeah, I had a bit of a poopy pants scary moment where I was in drawdown of 2%, came back strong, and just kept the mindset there and stuck to the plan because you can't control certain things. But let's look at these statistics. Win rate, oh, excuse me, win rate 55%. Again, happy with that. Like, if you guys are comfortably hitting a 1 to 2 and you're getting 50% win ratio, win 10, lose 10, you make 10%. That's fantastic, right? Obviously, I've done slightly more than that, but then my wins are slightly less than I wanted to. But hey ho. Yeah, overall on that, really happy. Nothing too dramatic about it. We just basically gone over it. And you can see the average win is 77, average loss is 69. Um, but I feel like the average win on phase two will be roughly 1 to 1.5, and the average loss will probably stay the same. So you're going to see a better result there from me no longer partialing and just full TPing at 1 to 1.5. Yeah, there you go. Have you ever look? Longs and shorts. I've done more long trades than I have short trades. And this is where it's going to be quite interesting, I think. If you have a look here, look at the drawdown from going long, and it eventually worked out. But if you have a look at my shorts, it's just all positive. It's just all positive. So clearly I'm way better at shorts than I am at longs, and the data just screaming at me. Because look, longs only made 2.74%, which is still great. But yeah, my shorts 7.34%. So yeah, I'm just a better at short in the market, let's be honest. Short in the market on gold in a very bullish run. Figure that out. Hey, just a sniper at selling. But yeah, I'm um I'm happy. If you have a look, right? This is what I mean. This is why I sacked off Mondays, because the data is telling me I suck at Mondays. And on Monday alone, just by trading Mondays over these 9 weeks, I've lost almost 8%. I could have passed phase one twice almost just by not trading Mondays. This is how important it is to go through data, guys, right? I didn't have to have Ftmo to tell me that I suck at Mondays. My journal told me that I suck at Mondays and I need to stop trading Mondays. This is what I mean. You need to go through your data and test, review, tweak. By me not trading Mondays, it's cost me 7 point, well, let's just call that 8% because it almost is, right? Imagine that on a 100K account over 2 months. It's cost you 8 grand. That's a big chunk of shreddies right there, right? Regardless if it's on even that's a big chunk of trades out there on a 10K. Yeah, I'm doing a 10K to show you guys you don't need to go all in to the big account straight away. Just one, you need to pass the free trial first. If you can't pass that, don't even do a 10K. If you can do that, do a 10K, then do a 100K, 100K, 200K, done. Right? Get your baby steps in, get used to the numbers. But yeah, Mondays, absolute shambles for me. And look, Fridays isn't great either. Thursdays, well, Fridays may be worth it, maybe. But usually there's heavy impact news, so I'm definitely going to wait for that news to come out and then trade after the aftermath. But definitely not before. But as you can see, Tuesdays and Wednesdays absolutely slaps. Like 5% Tuesdays, 7.5% on Wednesdays. Yeah, it just slaps. So who knows? Could be a 2 day week. But at the moment, the data is showing that Fridays is still profitable for me. Um, so again, keeping my eyes on the data, and definitely Mondays are right off. Yeah, as you can see here, it's ridiculous. Um, Short and long trades, gone through that. Instruments, obviously, this is where I found out that gold was good. EU was costing me, so I cut it. That was a mistake on Bitcoin, so just, yeah, ignore that. And GU wasn't doing any much, but I cut it anyway because it was kind of messing with me with EU in the first place. So Yeah, it's just gold for me from now on. That is it. Average positive day, 1.3%. Average negative days, 1%. I'll take that. That's fine with me. You know, average positive days, 1.3%. That's me for the week, really. I don't need much now. As I say, I'm only after 1% a week, averagely. If I can average 1% a week, then I'm golden. Absolutely gold. I've already done 2% this week, so I'm not going to trade anymore. I'm going to wait for my phase two to come through and then trade it next Tuesday. But I'm not going to rush into the markets now.
Absolute lies. Don't listen to me right now. I definitely did trade, and yeah, you're about to see after this that I messed up.
Um, but yeah, I think this is quite good so far. Position sizes, look, I don't use that many lots. You know, I don't have that many trades in a day. Again, I stick to my what do you call it? My two shots in a day, and then that's it. That's all I've got. Okay, it's Thursday afternoon. We're on phase two now, so that's pretty good. I'm in a trade on gold. I wanted to wait for the news to come out first before I got in any trade. If you have a look, we have had all the news that has been released. We had advanced GDP news for the dollar. We had unemployment claims. We had pending home sales. So I just wanted to play it safe and wait for all that to come out first before I made any decisions. And if you have a look, during London, it's pretty much sideways. Then we had this huge manipulation. So in my head, what I can see is price selling off. 5 minutes going bearish. 15 minute is sort of heading in that direction. So I believe price potentially could come and take this low down here. Um, but again, anything can happen. I'm just going to play it safe, making sure that my capital is protected. And then obviously trading stop when price makes it available to me. But again, it's out of my hands. Anything can happen. I'll just keep you updated on what happens next. Okay, I closed the trade at a 0.83% loss. Price action just came back on me, didn't do what I wanted to do, so I just closed it early. And I think I'm just going to call it there, to be honest. It hasn't been the best week for trading, to be honest. I mean, I think Tuesday was the best day. And then obviously Wednesday only needed a smidge to get past phase one. But even Wednesday price action in general was pretty rubbish. Today's price action is pretty rubbish, and I'm busy tomorrow, so I'm not going to trade tomorrow at all. All right, it's still Thursday. It's the afternoon. It's now a later from that previous sell. I've got in for a buy. Price just completely flipped. On the 1 minute and obviously the 5 minute and the 15 minute as well. So yeah, it's one of the things of like, okay, it was worth having a pop. But again, now it's still worth having a pop. This is my last shot for the day. As I say, I only take 2 shots in a day and I'm done. Um, lose the first one, have one more shot. If I win the first one, then I stop. But yeah, so I feel like it's going to be a safer play, going with a high time frame trend. If I go to the 5 minute time frame, you can kind of see what price is doing. I kind of went sideways, then pushed down, then pushed up, came back. So maybe we're going to get something along that. Who knows? Hopefully. If I go to the 15 minute time frame, again, it's just doing the same thing, but on a larger time frame. So I can kind of see potentially price if I just draw my fibs from here to here. I can see price potentially retracing up to this level somewhere at least. So we'll see. Again, can I survive the journey? Who knows? Anything could happen. It's out of my hands. So we'll just let the market do what the market does best. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. There is no more news now, so we'll see what order flow gives us. Well, that sucked. Yeah, probably should have left them there, but hey, it met the rules. I took the trade. I followed my trading plan. It is what it is. That's all I can do. So that one was a 0.9% loss. So totaling for the week, I'm only up 0.4-ish percent, I believe. Yes, I'm up 0.47% for the week, which isn't great. It was 2% for the week. Um, but hey, it's Thursday, so it's still fitted within my time schedule. So yeah, not the best start, but hey, it is what it is. Just come back next week and see what we can do. Hopefully get some better price action because this week, to be honest, has been pretty rubbish. Again, Monday was okay. Wasn't a part of it because it's Monday. Tuesday was good. Took that trade. And obviously Wednesday was probably rubbish price action, but I didn't need it to go that far because obviously I only needed to pass phase one.
And today, price action is pretty crap as well. It's just sideways, down, up, and now sideways again. So, yeah, it's not the best, but hey, it is what it is. We move on. We come back next week. I'm still positive for the week, so I can't be mad at that. And the fact is, you know, I'm only trying to average 1% a week. So the fact is, this week was like 0.5% this week. Still positive, still not mad about it, still on phase two. So yeah, overall it's still good. And again, let's see what next week brings. There you go. There's my week. Hopefully that has helped you guys out. Hopefully it's given you a good insight into proving the fact that you do not need massive 1 to 10s. You do not need sexy sniper trades. You don't need to have 1 pip stop losses. You can have big pop stop losses and still be successful in this game. It just won't be as sexy and it won't be as fast, right? But as I say, alright, I only did 0.4% this week. Kind of sucks. Should have been 2%. I should have walked away. But hey, could have been more though, right? Hindsight is a cruel and mysterious beast. But overall, I'm really happy with how I'm trading. If you are enjoying it, let me know in the comments down below. Hit the thumbs up button, because I feel like not many people are doing a phase 1 every day and showing you the trades they're taking every day and all the losses. So if I'm wrong, let me know. But if you're enjoying it and you're loving it, let me know. I'll see you next week for hopefully more bangers.